You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your girl, your Ziva in Knowledge, Lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Cafe de Paris, where I'm always serving you wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. I do a platform in which I address issues within the Black community, things that, are an ongoing issues that definitely need to be spoken upon as far as bringing awareness to how it affects us, our children, and our society as a whole. So getting into it right, and make sure y'all hit that like button for me, by the way. I appreciate it. If this is your first time joining the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Ladies, I also have my own channel, Mocha's Ladies Lounge, specifically for the ladies if you want a safe haven for the women, but this is my co-ed channel for men and women. So let's get into this, right? Want to talk about this video that I stumbled upon as I was on Facebook. And I must say, it was really disheartening to me because I realized that, promiscuousness is still an ongoing issue in the Black community. In fact, one would think by now, being that we have been educated about STDs, we've been educated about, AIDS, all of these viruses, and, these things that have become an ongoing issue, not just particularly within the Black community, but in the community as a whole, because let's just face it, STDs and AIDS and all of these other diseases that occur through sex is not just an issue amongst Black people. It's an issue amongst straight, gay, um, heterosexual, men, women, young, old, and this disease does not discriminate. However, I decided to bring this to the content due to the fact that this was an incident that actually was occurring within the Black community. And how you know is because there's a line full of dusty dudes that are standing in the booty buffet line. And the reason I call it a booty buffet line is because, and definitely these brothers are hungry. No, I ain't even gonna call them brothers. These ninjas are hungry and thirsty, and have to resort this low to where you're willing to stand in line and hit behind the next dude in front of you. You don't know if the next dude in front of you has any, STDs. You don't know if they are AIDS, AIDS patients or anything. You just don't even know. And it's just sad that you have men just as thirsty, that they don't mind taking turns pulling in and out after the other just so they could smash this female. Now, with all due respect, um, we won't be able to see the female, and for a safe reason, because I don't want my channel to be knocked. But I saw in the comments where one person said they believed the person was a dude. To me, it don't appear that way. The reason I say that is because you do have a lot of heterosexual males, even though we know it's a lot of them these days that are, you know, straddling both sides of the fence. We got guys that are down low and trying to act like they're not into smashing men, and they think that they are not. They think that they are not um homosexual because as long as they're smashing other men but not actually having a relationship and not actually acknowledging it, it gives them a sense of them not feeling that they have that type of sexual orientation, when in fact you do. Or because they're still smashing women, in their minds they don't consider themselves being 100% or gay at all, for that matter, because they are still sexually involved with women. But whatever the case may be, we don't know for sure if the person that was serving the booty buffet, if that's an actual man or a woman. But what we do know is a line full of dudes that are standing there, and they're actually watching this go on, and all of them are taking turns. They are waiting their turn because they also want to get the piece of the pie, no matter how rotten it is, no matter how many people done ran through that slice of pie, no matter if it came out the garbage. Everybody wants in, right? So anyway, I am going to play the beautiful fiend footage because I want y'all to see this for yourself and know that I'm not making this up, that this is not clickbait. So let's just go into it, and then we're going to discuss this for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, y'all. Give me a moment. I'm going to blow the screen up.
What you mean, man? No, that what going on? That what going on? No. You know what I'm saying? What the line for? What you mean, man?
Now, I'm pausing this, right, because I want y'all to slowly see, because this is a very short clip. As you can see, you have a line full of guys. Look at how many guys are are waiting their turn. They're standing there in flip flops. They're standing there again, like they're waiting on a buffet. They're standing in line. You even have one of them also, let me go back, who is advertising his condom, as if displaying that having safe sex makes you less immoral, which it does not, because again, you are going inside of a female that multiple other guys are going to enter before you even get there. So it just shows you the level of ignorance, and the level of how low the community as a whole has stooped. And we know when it comes to sex, unfortunately, a man, when he does not have discipline, over his lust, he does not have discipline over, not being selective about what type of female he chooses to smash and have sexual relations with. This is a big issue within the community as a whole. And as much as we have these red pill guys that like to go in and talk about how men need to avoid low value women and things of that nature, and I understand and I agree with some of the philosophies, but what's not really being taught or promoted enough is the fact that um, these young black males are not understanding that their hormones and their thirst is going to play a major part in how it comes back to affect their manhood as they get older. Rather if it affects you financially because you may end up having a child from a woman you don't want, or health wise because you may very well end up catching a disease because condoms are not 100% effective, or the fact that now you have this stigma that all women are hoes because that is all you involve yourself with. And once you have this perception that all women are whores and all women are ratchet, it gives you this sense of thinking that it's cool to disrespect all women because either um the fact that you've been involved with so many type of females on this level, a woman that's not willing to get down like that, you're going to automatically think she's nasty and has an attitude, and she's acting entitled. But on top of that, women who do carry themselves in this manner, you would disrespect these women, but at the same time, these are the same type of women you will stand in line to smash. So you have a lot of these dudes, right, that try to act like they got all of these standards, and they try to act like they have all of these morals, and that they want a 10, they don't want a -2 and all of that. And why I will say that everyone should have standards, whether you're a man or you're a woman. But it's just the fact it shows you, right? I bet the majority of the guys in this line are the ones who probably have these red pill rhetoric so much. Don't deal with a woman that's a -3. Don't get involved with these 304s and all of that. And these are the same guys that listen to this red pill rhetoric. Not only do they um promote red pill rhetoric, but the most of the time they live against it. They're being told stay away from thirsty dudes, stay away from thirsty females, and this, and that, and all of that, or whatever. But they are the main ones as soon as the opportunity presents itself. But I'm gonna play the video right again so y'all can get a better perception. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and I may play it back a second time, but I'm gonna go ahead
What
and
you
play it.
mean, man? No, that what going on? That what going on? No. You know what I'm saying? What the line for? What you mean, man? No, that what going on? That what going on? No.
All right, and we will leave it at that. Okay, so y'all pretty much got the logistics of what's going on because it's a short video. But yes, all of these guys are standing in line and waiting their turn to smash a female behind an abandoned building. Who obviously there's some issues going on with her. Um, could be, I would say, let me first start off by saying what's the possibilities of the situation. One, it can be a man. Okay, these days we know a lot of these a lot of these ninjas are down low, and what it is in many instances, when you have had a man that has slept with so many women, they no longer have interest in a woman's anatomy. They no longer have interest in a woman's genital parts. They rather experiment with something masculine, and that happens whether people want to believe it or not. Even in the industry, there's been a lot of people from the inside who have exposed a lot of these celebrities and these men of high prestige who have admitted that they have had so many women that they can no longer really get off anymore on women, so they have to go to a whole new level of stimulation. And if that involves getting involved with a man, they're doing that because now you have to find a whole nother level of stimulation that a woman can no longer fulfill for you. Okay. So it's a probability that it could be a dude. Okay. Secondly, it could be a woman who indeed is probably strung out on drugs. In this type of neighborhood, in these type of communities, a lot of that happens. You have women that are on drugs, and in order to support that habit, they will have sex with multiple guys. They don't care where they do it at. They don't care how many dudes they're allowed to run through them, as long as they're getting paid, as long as they're getting compensated for it, because they have to cure that fix. And when you are battling with drug addiction, you don't care what you have to do to support that habit. You will degrade yourself, you will demean yourself, and that just comes with that type of lifestyle once you start to become a drug addict. If not that, this woman could be mentally ill. Now, I've seen some women who roam the streets, and a lot of people would think that they are on drugs, when in actuality, they're not on drugs. There's like a mental illness going on. So that's another thing you have to be cautious. As I was further implying, it could be a situation in which the woman could be mentally ill. You do have some individuals who roam the neighborhood who appear to be like they're on drugs, who appear to be drunk. But in some instances, some of these individuals are mentally ill, in which they're not able to get the proper help they need. They're not able to get their medication. They're not able to go to a doctor. And sometimes family just pretty much abandons the mentally ill to where they got to pretty much fend for themselves in the streets. So you may see a woman walking the street half naked, talking out her head, and just acting like she's really like off the chain, when in actuality, it has a lot to do with her not getting her medicine. Um, you have like these, what they call them, rehabilitation centers. Now, we're not rehabilitation centers. It's a center specifically for the mental illness, because rehabilitation, we're talking about recovering from drugs and stuff like that. But you have these centers that are supposed to accommodate the mentally ill and give them help and give them assistance. But if these individuals don't have enough insurance, or they don't have family that's covering them financially during their duration and their stay in at one of these centers that deal with the mentally ill. They put them back out in the streets, and these individuals got to fend for themselves. So especially if she's a female, most likely she will resort to, to sex as a means of survival. She will let dudes off the street take advantage of her body. If she got to get him a blowjob for $10, $20, so she gets something to eat, that's what she would resort to do. Like I said, with the drugs. So it could be that, or number three, just a straight freak. Let's face it, you got some sisters out here that are living foul. Make sure y'all hit that like button, by the way, y'all. You got some sisters that are living foul. You got some women that are sexually demonic, and they have no shame, no morals, no self-conscience when it comes to allowing multiple men to smash them. So something is not quite right with the situation. But the sad part about it is you got the thirsty dudes, you got these dust particles that are capitalizing off of this situation. Rather if again she's a drug addict, or if she's mentally ill, or if she's a freak. Let's face it, everything we're not going to make excuses and make it seem like some of these women can't help what they do. The truth is, in some matters, some of them know exactly what they're doing. You got some women out here who are sexually demonic. They got to be smashed. They will let multiple niggas bust in them. That you got some females who get down like that. And they don't mind. They don't mind. Being ran through. They don't feel embarrassed by it. They're not ashamed about it. As long as they're benefiting in some shape or form. And the sad part is, women who resort to this type of promiscuous lifestyle, they start aging, start looking old before their time. They start aging, start looking bad. When you smash a multiple dudes, you got all these different men entering inside of you. Every man that enters in you, he leaves something behind. He's leaving himself. And I don't have to give y'all the details. We all adults here. Y'all know exactly the physics when it comes to a man and a woman having sex, whether it's protected or unprotected. Because you have these STDs, these sexually transmitted demons that you have to worry about. You got all these guys standing in line, and they probably, the sad part is they probably called their homeboys on a cell phone. Listen, some of these dudes in these lines, they got a girlfriend. Okay. 9 times out of 10, they got a girlfriend. 9 times out of 10, they got baby mamas. Barely paying child support, struggling taking care of the children they have. But what it has gotten to, y'all, this is the bottom of the barrel of where all morals have been compromised. The low level thinking ninja would rather stand in line and wait his turn and to get contaminated coochie, you know, that obviously everybody is having. He would rather do that than to get a wife, have a relationship, or be faithful to the woman he has now. That way he can peacefully get his enjoyment without putting himself in a predicament in which his health is at risk, or his integrity is at risk. But when it comes to sex, when it more so comes to lust, because lust plays a part in the sex. Lust doesn't have integrity. Lust doesn't have, doesn't submit to awareness. It just doesn't. And a lot of these dudes, they look like they're probably under the age of 30, and and some of them probably close to 40. But the low level thinking ninja, he's all about getting what he can get. It's all about what's good for the moment. He's not understanding. You smashed this female. You have picked up a STD, a sexually transmitted demon, or a sexually transmitted disease. And 9 out of 10, if they're standing in line smashing this female that they don't know, they smashing other women too, who they do know, who they are in relationships with, who they have children from. See, some of these ladies out here, y'all don't know what y'all baby daddies be doing. Y'all don't know what y'all husbands be doing, what y'all fiancés be doing when they not at work. You know what I'm saying? They standing on the side of an apartment complex, standing in line, waiting to get served at the booty buffet, like it's a flex. This is embarrassing. It just goes to show you, man. A lot of these guys be up here acting like they got all these morals and standards, and they want this kind of woman, and they don't want to pass around this thing. They don't want to pass around, but they will smash one. This is the irony. This is the hypocrisy of how a lot of these dudes out here is moving. You feel me? But y'all leave y'all opinion below. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing because this is just wow. You know what I mean? Like, listen, y'all got sons, y'all got nephews out there. I mean, y'all need to school them, man. Just stop taking this community coochie, bro. It's a lot that come behind that, man. But a lot of men ain't gonna listen. Some of y'all done did it back in the day. Y'all done ran trains on women and all kind of stuff together. You went behind your boy nutted in her first. You went right behind him and you nutted in her while some of his nut before you nutted. All y'all nuttedness mixing up together. It's just hella nasty. And I know all of these dudes is not using the condoms. Let's keep it real. A lot of dudes hate condoms. They hate them with a passion. They don't even like wearing them. You know what I mean? So nobody takes protecting themselves like serious anymore. But make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm interested in hearing y'all opinion. I am going to be checking y'all comments. I am going to be replying back. So please let me know what y'all think about this. Love y'all much. Take care. This your girl, your diva knowledge mocha, signing off. Be blessed.